Like any red-blooded American, I love me a podcast. And what better podcast is there than three idiots of non-specific gender getting drunk together? Welcome to the Sis and the Sisters podcast.
Nice. Hello everybody, welcome to the third installment of Sis and the Sisters. I'm one of your co-hosts, Zed, and everyone else would like to introduce themselves this episode?
I'm Callie. Hey.
I'm going to go by Dave this episode, just to confuse people.
Hello Dave.
Yeah. Hey Davey.
Yeah. It's nice to fucking meet you.
We met Dave fucking months ago.
Oh yeah, my bad. Well, I think you met him. I
He
was
was on
drunk at the time.
He was on the other two episodes. What are you talking about?
Well, listen up. It's like DID, isn't it? And so we were talking about this last time, and you don't want to bring it into their reality. They'll start freaking out.
Well, no, yeah, I mean that's why we're whispering just me and you, Zed. I don't want Dave to know what we're talking about.
We're going to the other room, shall we?
Yeah, just shh. Right, no, wait. Hang on, he's looking at us. I feel like he's gonna have a massive go at Jimmy Kimmel again for no reason.
He's one of your mates, isn't he?
I thought you invited him.
No, I didn't. We have an interesting start to the episode this week, everybody.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Here.
1 week ago.
For all the viewers that do like Red Bull, I'm about to ruin it for you right now. Red Bull is pear flavoured.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Get out!
You smell these fucking lies.
Or maybe peach. It might be peach flavoured or pear. It's one of the two.
It's peach or pear.
Oh, wasn't that magic? Now you're all caught up.
Yeah, so if you didn't listen to the last episode, fuck you. But we do have a Red Bull tasting coming in to check if it is pear-shaped. Now...
Pear-shaped?
Pear tasting, or
Flavoured.
Flavour, that's the word.
Flavoured.
Now, I kind of, after thinking about it, more lean towards the peach, but I'll stand by my words, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
By what he means by thinking about it is that he Googled it.
I haven't I swear on my left
You came
nut.
in here earlier saying, oh, you know what? I got it wrong on the Red Bull thing. It's not peach. No, it's not pear, it's peach.
This has really gone off to a great start. None of us
Jesus
can talk.
Christ.
We're drunk already. We've started too late.
Yeah, we drank for quite a bit longer than we normally do before starting to record.
You don't know how much of the final bits of the episode are cut, so Lord knows what it is.
Right, get ready, because this might be a short episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've got the Red Bull. We're going to try it now. Zed, do you want to... Well, actually, no, I don't trust you. Dave. David.
I've got...
Okay, Dave, here you go.
I'm going to pass it on to you.
Oh, do you want to give the man a heart attack? Fuck it, hell.
Here you go, baby. I feel like one by one because I don't trust Zed.
Yeah. We'll do one by one.
Zed's got sinister intentions when it comes to this.
My eyes are peering at everybody.
Are you tasting any pear and or peach? That's what we're looking for here.
No.
See, it's just fucking wrong, though, isn't it? It's just wrong.
Okay, viewers, I'm going to give a sip.
Look, you can see it 100%.
That was me attempting to taste anything. You know what?
I can see it. You can see it. You can definitely...
I'm trying to find it, because that's what the thing...
I'm trying to get it.
I'm trying to, locate a flavour. I'm not tasting anything. Red Bull tastes like what you'd imagine, I don't know, drinkable battery acid or something to taste like.
Well,
Maybe that's just because of what it looks like.
I'll take a quick swig of it and see if it does taste like a pear or peach.
Right, just for the viewers' knowledge, Zed does own 3,425 shares in Red Bull. I don't know if this is gonna, make him say one thing or the other, but just.
Well, whether it tastes like that or not, it's certainly a delightful, fresh beverage that I think everyone should partake in on a cold or hot, whatever it is, it works.
Well, Zed, I think you mean to say also that, let's be responsible. You've got to be over the age of 16 to get a Red Bull. You wouldn't just advertise this to children. This is for the adults.
Fuck no. How do you think we make our money?
I was still imagining a Red Bull advert where they're all the outline drawn stuff, and then one of the characters being like, "Fuck no, what are you talking about?
Drink
it!"
That's it. Pregnant women
It gives you wings.
Yeah, all that. Pregnant women, elderly people, people with heart problems, on a plane, on a submarine, diabetics. Drink Red Bull. I swear to God, it will give you wings and you will fucking die and go to heaven.
Yeah, if you give your baby Red Bull, it will literally give them wings.
Yeah.
Their spirit will float out of their body and sift out the window.
So any of you teen mums in Scunthorpe, Croydon, Red Bull is
Don't bring Scunthorpe into this.
Grimsby or Thorpes. I'm just giving you the best way. Unless you want to keep the child benefits, then.
Oh, well, I mean, what are they worth if they're not worth that?
I still claim them after be dodged. Don't tell anybody.
Just don't tell anybody.
Put in a fucking shoebox under their
I've
bed or
been
something.
doing that for years. I've been claiming benefits off at least 39 children, and most of them are in a shallow grave.
You use the child benefits to buy like an Aldi own brand sack of potatoes you roll around in a stroller.
In a 39 stroller. Like, yeah, these are all my children. Yes, they might look like potatoes to a racist like you, but I'm actually Irish, so this is just what we look like when we're kids. I guess you haven't really been outside your country. Awkward, cringe, but
oh my
yeah,
god. No. Yeah, but it is definitely pear or peach flavoured.
bollocks.
But there is no way on earth you are tasting peach or pear in this.
No, you're completely making that up.
just
I don't
lying.
care what it's got in it. Like last week you were saying, oh, it has to be this flavour because it's got pear in it. That doesn't make it that flavour. I could believe it's got pear juice in it. But it's also got like...
Bull semen.
As a representative...
carbon dioxide, whatever that is.
Ooh, big up carbon dioxide.
Colours.
Yeah.
Well, I mean... Well,
Yeah, we're not doing it.
Zed thinks that's funny, but you know...
Well, this is why I'm laughing, because this
know.
podcast paints me in the worst light.
I know.
Oh my fucking god. But yeah, definitely pear or peach. I think we're all in agreement there.
Bollocks. Bollocks. One of my mates was saying that he was listening to episode 2 today, and he was like, you can't put that bit, you can't name the guy about that celebrity story I told about the Cannes Hotel and stuff. Yeah, I mean, people say far worse things on the
100%.
internet about celebrities, and they're not getting cease and desist letters from L's lawyer.
Yeah, literally.
LD.
LD. Whoa.
Oh, that's a funny story I'm going to tell, and it's definitely going to get cut. That was a thing back in high school, where, you know, just kids will call each other retards, call each other idiots, and they'll just use horrible, not politically correct language. But where we were, people started calling each other LD, and which was learning disabled, but it was just like, oh no, you fucking LD, mate, you're LD. Like, you do something stupid, like, fucking LD, mate, what's wrong with you? What are you doing?
That's always been the case though, because you got like set 8 now that everyone fucking goes
that's
on.
it, innit?
What's that?
Set 8, like, because they didn't do like, I think it's like grades anymore. You're like 1 to 8, and all the kids with learning disabilities are in set 8.
Oh.
And you're always like, you're fucking set 8, lad. And then
Well, it's exactly the same thing.
yeah, it doesn't change. Just the terminology changed.
Well, maybe this can go in then.
Yeah, like, you can keep it in, because I know it changes from, not even generation, just from where you're from, what's that? It's like, my school used to call them 22ers when I was in secondary school, because the room...
That was their IQ?
No, not for me to say, is it? But the room which the kids with learning difficulties were in, we call room 22.
They always had their own room.
Yeah, but go back to my dad. My dad...
Shouldn't say they.
I say broke. I dislocated both my shoulders in secondary school, so I had to have like cars to keep them in place for a while. So I had to go eat in room 22, and someone had to spoon feed me because I couldn't use my arms. And my dad was like, "In the spacky room today." I was like, "Yeah," but I'd have someone like fucking feeding me rice and shit, and there'd be a kid obviously.
Why didn't you just plough your face right into the food. That's what I would have done.
I didn't know where you were going when you said plough, but
Plough your face into the food. I don't need no spoon handler.
Because that's what the fucking Spacky kids do.
This is so not politically correct. That was
This is the end of the podcast shit when no one's listening.
This is the start of the podcast. We had a pedo in our school.
Was he a PE teacher?
No.
I can't say that. My form tutor was a PE teacher and he was lovely to me.
Was he a PE dough teacher?
No, we just kissed a little outside.
As long as it was not on school premises, then it's fine.
Exactly.
That's what my teacher told me. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, so we get taught the same shit.
Probably the same teacher.
But yeah, this Mr. M, who was a science teacher, who taught physics, and he was the most awful cunt on the planet. He would, for starters, you know, obviously you have like the high stool sort of things in science where you sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to rest his fucking nuts up on the side of the table while he's chatting to people.
What the
What? I thought you were going to say
fuck?
I thought you were going to say the stool. So he sits on the stool and then he puts his balls on the table in front of him.
You know how you've got the high tables and the high chairs?
Yeah.
He sets his nuts
Yeah.
fucking on the side of the table as he's talking to you.
Yeah, so he's sat on the stool and he's just
No,
like,
he's not sat, he's stood. So he's like walking around and then like he walks up because his crotch is right
that makes more sense.
yeah,
but it's
right at
still
his waist. And he's still, you can see him do a little lip almost to say his fucking
just to
balls.
massage his gooch.
Yeah. But he also told a kid he was retarded because he believed in God. And he said, because this was an A-star.
That's how you get him.
This is an A-star student, and he said, he literally went, "You can't be a scientist and believe in God. That's retarded." And he used to always say, like...
Are we putting that word in, by the way?
Yeah, because I'm quoting here. I'm quoting. That's not a...
That doesn't mean anything.
Fucking I'm quoting.
There is no context, because otherwise my gorilla joke's okay.
Alright, bleep it.
Just use a different word, because I don't want to have to bleep it every time.
Alright. Yeah, so he called this kid...
Can we say the R word?
yeah. The R word.
That's alright, yeah, sure, do it.
Yeah, he called this kid fucking stupid for believing in God. Because he said, like, you can't be a scientist and believe in God. And he said to this same kid,
Yeah, you
like,
can.
well, of course you can, but he said to this same kid, I had respect for you before I found out you were a Christian. And let this be known, this is a 50-year-old man talking to a 14-year-old kid.
You're like, I'm sure that might have affected the 14-year-old, but then if you think about it outside of that context, you're like, why would a 50-year-old want, why would he have respect for a 14-year-old kid?
Why is he putting his nuts on the table?
Why is he putting his nuts on the table? Why is he trying to become a father figure to this 14-year-old?
Honestly, he had an affair on his fucking wife, who was a maths teacher, with one of the TAs.
Was it at the same school?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And
No!
yeah, he used to pipe her in the fucking like
Pipe.
Yeah, he used to fuck her in the like science technician room. And my cousin, who was also at the same school
Can you give a visual description of this teacher?
He
The
is.
physics teacher.
I would say he's got no hair on his head, glasses. He looks like Homer Simpson. If Homer Simpson was a physics teacher, that is the best way I can describe it. With a checkered shirt that was never ironed, a little fucking belly button window because he was a fat motherfucker.
Belly button window.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's actually that's making me hungry.
What about you? That's fucking good. Anyone else got any teacher horror stories?
Not horror stories, but there was a woodworks teacher at my school who... What's that spinny thing in woodworks where you...
The saw blade.
The
The saw
bandsaw.
Yeah, whatever. He accidentally got the top of his thumb, cut off in that. And he obviously is a teacher, so he's a bit self-conscious about having like a missing thingy. So he took his big toe
What?
and sewed it to where his thumb was.
What?
You
What?
can't,
I'm not even capping.
you can't even say that and then just look at us like nothing.
No,
I'm not.
that's
not
complete
even,
nonsense.
no, that is not cap. I promise you.
So it just looked like he had a toe on his hand.
One of them was like thumb, and then the other one was like a lot more like wider. It was definitely a toe.
Did he just have a wide thumb? And is this a rumour
But
that
the
they...
other one wasn't.
Yeah, but you could have one wide thumb. Was it definitely a toe?
I swear to fucking God. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I once saw this guy hit a kid with his car. Anyway.
Oh my god, the fucking toe thumb thing wasn't the fucking the spit crunch on the store.
God.
Doesn't even matter, he fucking murdered
Oh
it.
my... Yeah, please, I don't want details on what happens to that kid. I don't care. I want that to be the end of the story. Long story short,
And
he hit a
that's
kid with his
why
car.
I am the way I am today, because I cannot.
Were you the kid that got hit?
No. Every time I close my eyes, I just see that
You
image.
see his toe thumb.
Yeah, on the steering wheel. And then a wide shot of a kid getting hit by a car.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, we had an IT teacher that used to be a porn star.
Nice.
Nah, she was
Nice.
in her 60s by that
She?
point. Yeah.
That's even better. I thought you were talking about a guy.
No, fuck no. When it started going around, she was an IT teacher that had clearly done like a year's course in IT.
Yeah.
It was one of those, and she knew how to make a PowerPoint and an Excel sheet. Anything else, she used to be like, go to the other IT.
I mean, I tell you, she knows how to make you come just from your prostate, but carry on.
I didn't do that course.
Oh, well.
Sorry, I don't know anything about technology.
No, carry on. You know,
Microsoft
derail the story.
prostate.
Just keep talking.
Um,
Stop going on a tangent.
she was fucking she was fucking a lot, man. She was a porn star.
You're just making shit up.
No, she was a porn star. Fucking, she wasn't a prostitute. I'm sorry, fucking Miss S, if you're ever listening. You're fucking amazing. And there's two Miss S's, both with the same name, one with a Y, one with an I. It's the one with an I.
We're getting specific now. Come on.
I fucking...
Yo, what school is this at? What was her full name? Where does she live?
Oh, fuck knows.
Which university does her child go to?
If I knew, I'd be knocking on those doors, and I'd be like,
Of course
"Listen,
you would.
I've seen your video."
And this was, 10, so she'd be like 70.
Yeah.
Because this was like 10 years ago, right?
Hey, nothing wrong with ancient pussy.
I mean, when it gets to like Cleopatra stage, I feel like it's a bit dusty.
You look dusty.
Damn, man, she was so dry.
So yeah, what about you? You got any more teacher horror stories, guys?
I've got a good one. He was a substitute foreign language teacher, and he kind of looked a bit noncy, and he kept going up to kids during a lesson, and after he'd like set them a task and stuff, so they'd just be writing, and he'd go up and then massage their shoulders and say, "Oh, are you having trouble with this? What's going on here? Like, are you okay?" And enough kids started complaining that he was doing this that he ended up getting fired. But everyone, it was kind of a rumor because it only went that far. Like, that was the worst that it ever did. So it was kind of like, there's a potential that it was innocent, but my at the time was a personal trainer, and he happened to train that guy's wife, and from that we found out that guy had been fired from 6 different schools.
Oh my fucking god!
So I think that people being a bit cautious around that guy was justified.
Hell yeah!
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, and we're a comedy podcast, and we're here to have fun.
Comedy trio.
Yeah. But you know, we also like to bring those serious moments in, just like we did last episode with LD.
DID.
No, LD.
What?
That was this episode.
Oh, this episode. That was
No, but we're not saying his name, are we?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
No.
my insult thing I was talking about.
No.
You can't call him LD after I told you my story today.
It's all right. Just like with that celebrity you mentioned last.
Yes.
Bezos, we'll give you a chance. Come on the podcast, explain yourself, and we'll just set everything out. Listen, it's fine. We've got a nice little apartment that we're recording it out.
This is the kind of thing that Alex Jones does. He creates rumours and stuff about people, and then he'll say, "Oh yeah, well if it's not true, why don't you come on the podcast?"
Exactly.
What are you
Defend
afraid of?
yourself.
What
Yeah.
are you afraid of?
These aren't rumours. These things happen.
These are factual.
Yeah.
These were on Wikipedia.
Yeah, you can believe that.
I can. You see that picture of like the Peter Griffin guy that's like signed in 9,000 articles into Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made that Leo thing.
Yeah.
Or
When the photos came out, everyone was flaming him.
that's what I'm saying. That's the guy. That's the guy,
Everyone was flaming. But do you know the end of that story?
No.
He ended up going on a all-paid date with a supermodel who said, "That's not fucking fair. This dude's done more for society than any of you people flaming him."
And right now, they are not only married, but he has cream pied her at least 4 times. And they have 3 beautiful children. One of them, not so much. I think that last one got his genes, but
That's how it works. So you got 2 of the mum, 1 of the dad, eh?
ugh. That reminded me of the 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink thing.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
that's it, nice. What's that? That's a shocker, I think they call it.
Yeah, that ain't the way to go about doing that. Do you know what I mean? Turn the pink one, listen, get
Oh, we got another thing from last
There's
time.
more
The
to it.
virgin over here.
I am not a fucking virgin. That's only come from the fact that I've never had a cry wank.
And you're terrified of buttholes, apparently.
Yeah, but
If you don't want to do the shocker, shockers can be on lads.
You don't want to have a go at that chocolate Cheerio?
No, not particularly. I'm sorry. That's not for me. I know it is for some people, but it's not my.
1 in the stink, 2 in the urethra.
Yeah, what about that?
Now we're
A bit of sounding.
Now we're talking.
Sounding is genuinely terrifying.
Fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because that's 100%. The asshole's
I don't kink shame,
Please,
but that's deviant.
please enlighten me. I don't know what sounding means.
Oh no. Right, sounding is when you can get kits for it.
sounding good, yeah.
It's when you place metal rods inside your urethra.
Oh, he's just turned around.
Just like visibly.
Dave.
Dave just cringed his entire body in half. And it gets worse. You do it with larger and larger metal pipes, so that
Your urethra.
yes,
And they can literally get to about yay big.
yeah. They I mean, there are some videos online of people doing it so much that another man can put his penis inside of your
yeah.
He's holding his eyes. You just did a slow face palm.
Yeah. It's
That was a good meme from like 2010.
facepalm moment.
Yeah.
I'll be like Obama and I'll be like,
I'm just gonna.
I'm
do
gonna,
this in a minute.
here's that cool image from 2010.
yeah.
I need a minute to process that.
Yeah, it's fucking, again, like kink
There is,
shaming.
hang on, fuck off.
It's like a kink. People get off on this shit.
Yeah, it's sexual. But there's a really funny video. There's a really funny animated video of Wario and Mario having sex like that. And Wario puts his big chungus inside of Mario's urethra. I don't know why I've seen this video.
This doesn't sound funny at all. Where's the joke at?
The fact that it's Mario and Wario!
Yeah, but
And we'll link it at the end of the podcast.
We will link
yeah,
it.
well, no, well, that'd be us.
If you do sound
Fuck
And
you,
you're-
stop listening to the podcast.
and you're a fan of the podcast, how about you visit our Patreon? How about that? And
100,000 listeners, we'll do a sounding test kit.
yeah, we'll do it purely audibly, but I promise we are putting things right up there.
Definitely not just literally bathing in the money you've given us.
You know what?
And making noises.
Let's give you a little sneak preview right now. Dave, you're laid down, just stay calm, stay comfortable. I'm starting to put the first sounding equipment inside you, okay?
Stop doing that, please. I don't like it.
That sounded like an Alfred Hitchcock fucking soundtrack.
I actually had to sit. Dave sat on the floor for that bit. I'm sure I made him cringe his ankles away.
What have you got another topic we can discuss?
I don't have a license. Have you got a license, Zed?
No.
I don't
I
have
use
a
my
license.
passport.
Oh yeah. I've got a provisional which I just use for ID.
I don't even have a provisional.
That's weird to me.
No.
How is getting a provisional less irritating than having to use your passport every time you need to show your ID?
It costs money to get a provisional driver's license.
Fair point.
It's much.
It costs a lot more to replace a passport.
It do.
And in 8 years of using it, I have never lost it.
You're a better man than me.
I would definitely lose mine.
Yeah.
If I had... Yeah, because it's just in my wallet. So
Mine's in my wallet too.
Your passport's in your wallet? How
Yes,
big
it
is your
is.
wallet?
It's a travel wallet.
Get your wallet out, I want to
I'll
see.
get the wallet out. This is the quietest I think I've ever been. That's what I think. I'm moving away from the...
You're really far away.
I've had to replace my driving license. Like,
Do you keep your cards in your phone or something?
if I'm going
What
out,
the fuck is this?
I have a thingy. I would take.
Zed, what the fuck is... What is
Oh my
this?
fucking god! What the fuck?
It's so big!
big. But yeah, if I'm going out, I will literally put my ID and my debit card in my pocket.
Oh, fuck. I know. That's
And they'll
fucking...
just rub against
Oh, huh? Sorry, I was
No,
just looking at
yeah.
all the doxing information for Zed's parents.
Oh, fuck
each other. Let me
off.
get a photo of that.
You have no idea what the temptation is just to read everything out
Should
from
we
here.
just title the episode all the?
My contacts.
Oh, Zed, you look very different.
So, yeah, I was not 47 stone.
You're not 47 stone. 16. That's not 16 years old. 2016.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't know how to order a takeaway for myself in that photo.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you even know what a takeaway is. At that
Yeah, the saddest thing is as well, the most...
Have you got any stamps?
Yeah,
Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, go on.
the worst insult I've ever been given, or at least one of them, was by a club bouncer. When I gave him my ID, he went, "What happened?" And I then went home and tried to shoot myself in the brain.
But then you realise we're in the UK and the only legal gun you can get is a shotgun.
I do that Russian roulette thing. It keeps us alive. At the morning, I'll be like, oh yeah, before an exam or something, I'll fucking spin the revolver. I'll do a thing, and I'll be like, well, I'm keeping on today.
You're like Two-Face.
This ain't keeping in.
It could be calmer.
Dave, get off your fucking phone. It's
Dave,
podcast time.
Right, Dave's vaping hot cum and he's looking at Twitter because he's that much of a reprobate.
It's
that he-
literally nothing but pornography as well.
Right, stop looking at
Get
your...
laid, Dave.
I get my porn from Reddit. I'll have you know.
You're.
Simp!
I bootleg all my OnlyFans.
There's nothing wrong with jacking off to yourself.
It's just every time I fucking want, I'm gonna be facing the mirror.
That's literally why every wall in my bedroom is metallic, just so I can see a slight reflection of myself, no matter where I am, no matter where I'm jerking off.
You'll have one on your ceiling as well.
Of course.
If you ever get down there, you can look up and you're like, yeah, that's me. And you'll be like,
That's me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck! That's me!
Yeah, I do believe that
What are you talking
it's
about?
nice for self-love.
Tough love.
Self-love, I think.
Tough self-love.
Tough self-love.
It's a good topic, but I mean...
I think with the metallic things in your room.
in my urethra.
And then, no, back to sounding, eh?
You're the one that brought it there.
I did.
I didn't. It wasn't on my mind, and then as like you started talking about, oh, you know all those
metallic things in your urethra.
Those
And then I
metallic-
say sounding, and you try and pin this on me.
This is on you. You're the one that said metallic. What else am I going to be thinking about?
No, you said metallic things for urethra, and I went sounding.
Dave, why are you on the floor again? Why don't you like that?
Imagine your lady sticking the tongue up your urethra and then fucking putting it in the spin cycle.
How is that not hot?
Exactly.
Mate, I don't like the idea of things on my urethra.
How is them not using their tongue to just kind of gape your urethra and then spitting into it not hot?
What if they put their fist in your urethra, go down as far as they can, and rip your testicles out your urethra? That's how Inside Out Boy was made, I'm pretty sure.
The Pixar movie, yeah, I think that's actually exactly what they did, yeah.
Not Inside Out the movie.
What did you
Inside
say?
Out Boy. I don't know, you're definitely old enough for it. I don't know about Dave.
What did you say?
Inside Out Boy, you ever see that show where he went too high on the swings and his skin turned inside out and he all had organs?
This
And
doesn't
it's supposed
exist.
to be like educational.
Dave, search it, Google it. This doesn't exist. What the hell are you talking
Inside
about?
Out
Inside
Boy.
Out Boy?
You've never seen Inside Out Boy?
Are you,
Literally, he went...
are you talking about Harlequin babies?
No.
Oh.
Inside Out Boy was a real thing. A
Dave-
real TV show
Dave
where...
loves... Dave's phone screensaver is a Harlequin baby.
Oh my god, I remember this concept.
It's animated. I thought it was live action.
No, it's not.
I thought it was live action.
No, it's not live action.
Dave,
It's about
show me.
teaching people about the body.
Oh, but that's creepy. This is scary. All right, no, this is gonna be part of the thumbnail for this episode.
So the whole thing was he went too high on the swings and he turned his skin inside out.
That's nasty, dude.
And he's to teach you about the body.
I don't want to be taught about the body when I can see someone's heartbeat. That's scary.
It's Inside Out Boy.
He needs to be put down.
Inside Out Boy, Flat Stanley, Invisible
Oh, I remember
Stanley.
Flat Stanley.
I remember Flat Stanley, but that was far more wholesome and family friendly.
Nah, fuck no. He's like a fucking alien fucking face hugger coming through the...
He doesn't. No, he looks like Mr. Fantastic.
Nah,
from the...
Prometheus, when they had the little snake fuckers.
Yeah, they actually like gave me a kink. And with that, we say goodbye to you. We love you. Goodbye from me, Callie.
Goodbye, sis and the sisters.
Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
Peace.